That's nice, isn't it? Bonny. Nice little creek with a boat. So this is our first full day. The anguish and travails of yesterday's travel on the trains has all magically washed away overnight. And today we have a clear day for mule tours on Anglesey. Let us see what the day may bring. Little gatehouse for some big estate. Nice. And there's the Snowdonia Hills appearing in the mist on the mainland, because we are of course on an island. So this looks like a standing stone. This looks like a standing stone here. It's a bit windy out today. But that's quite impressive, isn't it? I'll show you in a minute where it is on the map, but it said Cromlech. I don't know if that, not really that's probably another standing stone fallen. That's just a big glacial erratic. This here could be a Cromlech that's been tipped in or something, because that huge great slab sort of looks like it would have been a decent roof structure, perhaps. Quite ruinous, and the cattle are taking an interest in us. We'll back off before they get interested. Nice to be out of that wind for a second. A fine old tree. Can you manage that one, Poppet? So this is where we've just visited, this burial chamber here, which is near Ucheldrath. Not sure if that's how you pronounce it. For a more wider reference, Llandonna is there and Beaumaris is there. So this is here near Ucheldrath burial chamber, Cromlech, but there's a standing stone there as well, as we have just seen. There's a stone to our left as we cycle along the Beaumaris, which we might see from the road. More standing stones up here. Maybe it's worth going up that track actually. If it's there's two standing stones. You might do that. See what that track's like.
Right.
When we come to a place called Lodge and go up a track. This is probably a water treatment or reservoirs water treatment. Two standing stones, that might be worth looking at just from the track and seeing them in the distance. That was it there. So this is the track at Lodge, but it goes past a farm called the Kremlin. But we're on Anglesey, we're not in Russia, right? This is Anglesey. So this is the farm track up to Kremlin Farm, where there's two standing stones, according to the map. If I see someone working, or the farmer himself, I'll ask if we can just nip and have a look and see what these standing stones are like. Because again, this is a good old track for the mules. Trekker frame. Poppet's behind, you can see her in the mirror. She always goes slow on stuff like this, and that's good. And just mop up some of these lesser, I say lesser, I haven't seen them yet, but you know, these bits of archaeology and antiquity that are a bit off the beaten track. Because all the real splendid Cromlechs, burial chambers, are more on the south coast of Anglesey. We're on the north coast of Anglesey, up on the Beaumaris Peninsula kind of thing. Yeah, so I've asked the farmer, it's okay. The first field's got cows and calves in, so he would prefer us not to go in there, but the second field has just been cropped for barley and it's all cut, so that one's okay, which I imagine we'll see shortly. Oh, it's just up here, I can see the stubble. I can see the stubble, I can. Oh, there's a monument over there, look. Oh, this will do nicely. We'll have some sandwiches and a lunch as well. Where's the standing stone? Might have to dig the map out. Oh, there it is. Down there, look at his boil. Can you see it? We'll go and have a look after we've had something to eat. Oh, good on you, Poppet. You managed. Well, we'll just have a lunch here. Get on the lee. Yeah, because it will be. No. Get on the lee side of it. It's alright, I've been speaking to him. I'll probably be muck spreading on there now, ready for the next crop. Yeah. So this is the score. Standing stones over there. I've spoken to the farmer's sister and the two sons. I had permission from them all to have a look. So we're just having a quick scran packed lunch, just to build up the energies before we go exploring. And he said there's a cow that's just given birth to twin little calves this morning, and we'll have a look at them on the way down from the edge of the field, of course. Fresh newborns. So there we go. Poppet is all apprehensive about eating lunch here with the farmer. He's baling in a field over there. The other guy's just gone in his Land Rover back to the farm. I think opened the gate for the tractor. And he kindly said about the calves that we should peep at as we go back down. So it's all above board. Got permission and everything. That's cool. The mules are up there. I think the farmer said that it had just been a wheat crop here that they'd just cut, and it's been time harrowed or disc ploughed, so it feels soft and yielding under the foot. Nicely turned ground. There's the stone. Oh yeah, there it is, yeah. Sorry, it's a bit windy today. There's the village of Llandonna. Llandonna with a double L. Yeah, hopefully I'm in the lee of this, getting the wind on the back of this rock. You see, it's quite big. Very weathered. Lichen and mosses. Just stand next to it, Poppet. So, yeah. What are you, 5 foot and a bit? So, yeah, it might be 8 or 9 feet tall, actually. Oh look, here's a remnant of that crop. So if I see the farmer again on the way down, I'll ask him what that is. I think that's barley. That's what I think it is, but I'm probably bound to be wrong. But we'll find out. We'll get the proof from the man who knows. Oh, excuse the wind, it's hellish. It's not cold, but it's brisk. Yeah, look at that, and there's the other one there. Can you see it? Doesn't look as though it's going to be as tall as this one, but like the farmer says, there's cows and calves in that field, so he didn't want us to go in there today. That might be a 5 or 6 footer. And this is on the farm land belonging to the farm called Kremlin, with a C and an R. Kremlin. Oh, get out of that bloody wind. See the detail of the lichens. But you know, back in the day, you know, we're talking 2,000 or 3,000 years ago. God knows how long this is when you consider that half as much again might be embedded in the ground. You know, those guys with no tools, no JCBs, no iron crowbars or anything, just timber levers. somehow transported this here from wherever it was hewn or quarried, transported it here and erected it. I mean, that's tremendous, isn't it? Big old boy. That is a big old boy. Good. You impressed? Yeah, sure. Yeah, have a peek. Good idea. Oh, look at this. A Roman coin. No, it's not. I don't know, but it's modern. Might be able to make out. Looks like the back of a watch, actually. Have a read of it, or keep it. I'll read it later. Don't chuck it.
Next.
Next. Proof of prehistoric habitation. There was obviously a next shop next to the stones. So there's the other stone there. There's the one we've just been looking at. And yes, as Poppet says, oh bloody dropped it now. Oh my goodness me. That's probably the back of a next watch. Can you see next? But I also found this, and this isn't ancient. You know, it might have been like a stoneware jug that someone 80 years ago might have sipped some cider from while he was horse ploughing this field, perhaps. Do you know what I mean? But this isn't ancient. You know, it's got a good glaze. You know, let's call it I don't know, 19th century. So I know nothing about it. Could be 1870s up to 1930s or something like that. You know.
So it's set 'em off.
Oh my goodness. Oh, maybe it's. I'm just going to keep in the wind. Oh look, there's a stampede. Good job we didn't go look at that stone, wouldn't it? It'd be trampled.
I can't see it now.
Yeah. Perhaps they thought the farmer was gonna put a bale of hay down for them or some feed. Yeah, and there's a big old chunky bull. Look at that bruiser. That rusty coloured one. My goodness me, he looks like scary old brute. So there we go, 2 standing stones. Enjoyed that little excursion. It just occurred to me, it's not Neolithic, it's next Olithic. Sorted. Very nice. Whoa! This is impressive. Must be an old railway line up there. God, that's nice, isn't it? Golly. God, that's lovely. Very sweet. Look at that. That's unusual, isn't it? What's this here? What is it? Information shop. Oh, a church. Oh, a monkey tree. Brilliant. That one there, I think. I think so, yeah. A bucket and spade.
Sorry?
You want a bucket and spade?
No, I said you do want to keep it in spade. But there's no sand.
Oh, I see. Can we go in, sir? Can we go in? Yeah, all right. Yeah.
That's fine.
I've just been at the bakery, so we got some cake and fly pies, or Eccles cakes. Maybe we'll have a brew up on the leeward side of this. Yeah, it's just well, pull up. Yeah, under there. There we go. Hooray! Lovely. And there's the castle. Yeah. Here we are, making most of the weather, or the shelter that's afforded by circumstance. Proper job.
How much is it them off now together?
Yes, no indeed. But aye.
Maybe it makes stop running.
Yeah, it might do, yeah. Yeah, we can have a brew, we'll have a piece of cake or fly pie, whatever.
Yeah.
Have another butty, fuel up. Yeah. Well, this is obviously the Menai Strait. Puffin Island is up there, can you see it between the two vans? Penmon Point is where we're hoping to head to today, but Poppet's forgotten her leggings, so she's going to get a bit wet, unless it stops raining. Who knows? We'll see what the day brings. So we just had a brew, sat out the worst of the rain. It's cleared up quite nicely now. There's a boat coming back from the Puffin Island boat tour, I imagine. And there's Beaumaris Castle. We shan't be visiting that today. We went there about 12 or 13 years ago. It's good, be recommended. But of course this is a phase of Norman occupation of England. And was it King Henry V? Is that right? No, yeah, oh, it might be. Or was it Edward Longshanks? I can't remember which. I'm rubbish at history. Anyway, they established a foothold in the Welsh marches and then in Wales proper and Anglesey. And if the weather does clear up a bit, because Poppet's forgotten her leggings today, but with a bit of luck we'll be exploring what I believe to be a motte, which is a mound of earth upon which they would have built an early timber palisade or fortification, if you like, which might, I conjecture, represent an early phase of occupation of Anglesey before they went on to build that beauty over there. You know, you establish a beachhead, don't you? You establish a little beachhead fort and start to assert your dominance over the landscape and the locals. And you know, that's the way occupations are founded, isn't it? The Norman occupation of Wales and Anglesey. There's that boat, look. That looks more like a fishing boat, actually. No, it's got a canvas shelter on it. Probably is a tourist boat. They're just all huddled up the front in the lee of the wheelhouse. Stormy old seas. Well, not really. Good fun. That would be a good fun ride in my mind. A bit bouncy, splashy. Love it. So there we go. I've gibbered on a bit there, apologies. So it's turned all bloody bleak again. And Poppet will be getting wet because she hasn't got leggings today. She's got them at the caravan. So we're cutting short the adventures today, which is okay. It's fairly late in the day anyway. That's just bleak. Bloody bleak. So go back to the caravan, get warm and dry, and we can pick up on this leg on another day, because we can hightail it straight across here and pick up where we left off on a drier day later this week. Oh, thank you.